How are you guys doing? Let me make sure this is paused. Everything's handled. What's up, y'all? What's up? How are y'all doing? Hey, Jack and Shane and Rock and Rob. Y'all were early, and technically, I guess I'm still early too, which is a nice change of pace for me, right? I was just recording some of the weekly readings for love readings for this weekend. Because I'm still doing them. They're just gonna be like a bunch are just gonna be uploaded pretty quickly during this weekend. Oh my goodness, I can hear myself. Ah, there we go. But yeah, I'm uploading some of those right now. And yeah, I'm super excited this week, y'all, because I've been really trying hard to catch up on some stuff so I can make more time for YouTube. And it's been a pretty productive week/weekend. So things are looking really good for next week. I'm super excited because it's just like I have so much I want to do for the channel, and it was just like a matter of like being able to delegate enough time. And now that I'm able to free myself up, it's so nice. Hello, Fallen. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Fallenum? 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 How are you doing? Mystic Wolf and Morning Dawn, how are y'all doing? Hate you on that. Oh, y'all. So, I don't know. I don't think there was no note, and I want to do like a video in specific to like or do I guess like do a post to thank whoever got me this wonderful gift. Um Whoever did it was just like caught me by so surprise. But there's been this one tarot deck. It's just a normal tarot deck. But it's just super gorgeous. And it is in my thumbnail for this live stream as well, which I'll show y'all right now. But it's so gorgeous. Like, oh my gosh. Y'all, look at this deck. Hello. Look at these cards. And someone got this for me. I feel so blessed, right? It just is like, there's not any, I don't want anything else really. I don't have a want for any type of card, right? And it's just like the back is just so gorgeous after, I just got my nails done not too long ago, like a week or two ago. So it's just like, I don't want to like get my nails done again, but it's just like, next time I get my nails done, honey, trust and believe, we're going to be matching that. You didn't see the ads when you came in. That's because I like to. I don't know. Maybe I'll feel different about it later on, you guys. But like, I only really like to put ads on like my actual tarot videos. Whenever I'm doing like personal videos and just like sitting down and talking to you guys, or just like live streams, like this, I don't really want to put ads on it just because it's like these kind of videos are just like the intent of just like connecting with y'all, right? And it's just like, well, I don't fault anyone for putting ads on like a personal video. It's just like I put out so many videos anyways that have ads, I guess. It just kind of feels unnecessary, I guess, when I'm not doing those type of videos, if that makes sense. Now, obviously, it's going to be different by next week once I do live stream. I'm going to do like daily Zodiac messages, and then I'm be putting ads on that one. But like when it's just like stuff like this and where we're just hanging out, I don't want to do ads. Happy Saturday. Hey, Hez. So, first of all, y'all, before I start pulling some cards and we get into some lovely readings with this deck, let me know what y'all ate today. Let me know where y'all are from if you're new here. I always like to know what y'all have eaten today, what y'all are craving even. Personally, for me, I had poutine, and then I had, what else did I have? I had my sour gummy worms, and then right now I'm drinking an energy drink. My huge, right? Chinese food, nice. Chinese food used to be my favorite. I still like steamed or fried dumplings. Dumplings in general, honey. That's my jam. Hello, how are you? Oh, thank you so much for the $10. I really do appreciate it. I'm like, y'all, like, okay, I'm gonna be done gushing about this after, and we're gonna get into some readings, I promise you. But I'm like so excited for next week because it's like, after like my little bit of a break last week, I really am just like working really hard on like clearing like so much of my schedule so I can put a lot. I have so much planned for the channel, and I have music coming for the channel as well. And I'm just like, I don't know, I'm super excited to just be putting like everything into this channel now, and just really being able to just elevate the content for y'all and be able to just like provide more and help y'all more. Chicken, DiGiorno pizza. Nice. Your birthday was Tuesday. Happy belated, Hez. This cheesecake is my favorite. That's how I celebrated mine, as well as cheesecake. Spaghetti. I like spaghetti. 4 cups of coffee. Nice. 4 cups. I've been wanting to get into coffee and moving away from energy drinks, honestly. Brisket from Texas. I haven't had Texas Roadhouse since I was in Texas. Hello, Mav. Spaghetti again. Funnel cake sounds lovely. I was thinking about funnel cake earlier, too. I should get a Patreon. It's funny you say that, Shane, just because I'm going to be opening up channel memberships. Well, like, probably not next week, just because I still have to get the emotes and stuff that I want for the channel. But I'm going to be opening up channel memberships soon. So that way, because that way, like, in the future, hopefully, the plan is to have, like, channel memberships so people can get access to just, like, extended readings and stuff like that, you know, like every tarot reader has. But at least for right now, I would have, like, the channel memberships so I can do, like, live videos, live streams for, like, people, like, the channel membership people, so I can just get more in depth with people who do that. But yeah, that's my plan. Hey, Robin, I've been meaning to email you as well, but last time I'm saying it, guys, is just because of like I've been trying to catch up, Robin, but I didn't want to email you until like my list is clear. But Angel, I can get to your love reading now. And yes, y'all. Let's hold on. Cheers, whatever you're drinking, y'all. Cheers with me. Cheers, cheers, cheers. I can listen, y'all. Don't give me a hard time. I know this is not good for me. I know this is not good for me. So it's like the last thing I should be cheersing with. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing any type of reading. Wine, I feel you there. Cheers. All right. So I'm gonna start with Angel's reading because she did donate me $5. That's how it's gonna work, guys. I'm gonna be doing if I can't do a question, I'll let you know, but I'm open to doing anything, any type of question. I am gonna prioritize people who do super chats first, just because, you know, it just seems right and natural, right? So yeah, we're going to be one. And also I know you told me your name. It's not Chloe. What was your name? That donated $10. I don't want to pronounce your name wrong, and I am sorry. But if you had a question as well, let me know. But let's do... Thank you, Robin, by the way. Angel, love reading. So, Angel, I don't know if you are single or not, but we'll do 3 cards right now. All right. So, Angel, in regards to just love, because I don't know your specific situation, right? We have the 2 of Pentacles coming in for you, where I always associate this where it's just like having too much on your plate, right? You're juggling a little bit too much. Andrea? Yeah, I know I've read you before, Andrea. Okay, I have to remember. I'm just bad with names. I, like, connect to people in their energy, and, like, I remember very subtle things, but when it comes to names... I always end up giving nicknames to all my friends just because, like, I always associate, like, that's how I remember people is through, like, their nickname. And I always make their nickname up through something quirky. Like, my best friend, her last name, well, actually, let me not. Anyways, stay focused. Angel. So 2 of Pentacles. I always associate trying to juggle too much or making something work that's a little bit chaotic. Fool card. This card comes in where I feel like, you know, I mean, listen, I'm biased when it comes to the Fool card just because it is my favorite card, but I do have to acknowledge, like, the warning or, like, the heads up that the Fool is the representation of why I love, disregard for concern and really just letting your guard down to go after what it is that you want. When you have it paired with this Two of Pentacles energy, Angel, it's letting me know that there's some type of like careless or carefree energy that you're exuding with something that you're juggling too much that you want to. Spirit's kind of leaning you to let move on from, because we do have the Eight of Cups where you are walking away from something. So this is seemingly to be a calling for you to move on to new energy, perhaps, Angel. That's what I'm getting. All right, let me catch up in chat. Jarrett is moving far away. Will he ask me to join him eventually? Trying to figure out why Belial keeps pulling you. Love a reading. Hey, Jack. All right. So, let's get to, you have Irish whiskey I barely drink, and I remember why you don't. Oh, why don't you, Eyelid? Whiskey is my drink, and I'm half Irish, so that's something that's like, if I were to like, I would love to just live in the outside of my country. I mean, I feel like a lot of Americans say this right now, especially. I have like this, I would love to live out in the UK or Europe. Bye, Hez. If you come back later, I'll get you, though. I would love to live in the UK or Europe, but especially like if I could live in like Ireland or like Scotland, or just go visit there for like a summer or something. One, I just feel like I would just love living there and just but yeah, I would just love to be immersed in Ireland and just like the community in there. Yeah, whiskey makes me black out too, Jack. All my blackout experiences have been from Miss Whiskey. Thank you, Nikki Jade. All right, let me catch up. Robin, Jarrett would like to know if Jarrett will ask you to go out with him, or go out with you. Extend out with a big decision to come out with him, to join him. All right, Robin. So we have the Lovers card coming in. This is the first card that came out for you. So this does talk, I mean, we already know the situation, right? But it also does talk about a big decision. So this card is already perfectly encompassing the situation. Now, you have the Four of Cups coming in here, which kind of like is that energy of... It is kind of like daydreaming energy. So like, the only thing I would kind of give a heads up on, Robin, is where... Don't be so focused on this situation when it comes to Jarrett, because it does seem to be like, I keep on getting like a feeling like something else. There seems to be some other opportunity that Spirit wants to present to you that you may not be noticing because you're so focused or daydreaming on the situation when it comes to Jarrett. High Priestess card is the card of intuition, connecting to your intuition and trying to... Usually whenever the High Priestess card does come forward, it's kind of like, this lets me know is like the message itself serves more so as an affirmation. I love how these cards are just like, the more cards I pull out, it's just like the more gold in my face just gets. The only thing I would say is like, Robin, is when you have the High Priestess card, especially when you pair it with the Star card, I'm not getting like a clear answer to this. I would have to pull a lot more cards. I'm going to be honest here, Robin. I don't see anything, like there's no sword card, so it doesn't seem like a bad, unpromising situation with this. It just kind of seems like keep your options open, or keep paying attention to around you. Don't be so laser focused, if that makes sense. None of these cards are bad, but I'm not getting a clear answer either. You're trying to figure out why Belial keeps pulling to you. You would love a reading, please, and you know what's on the... Been owning a new mindset and career in love. I got you, Chew, on that. You went on a date with a new person. Hello, Jessica. How are you doing? All right, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to like catch up and then also All right, so I hope that was helpful to you though, Robin, and I will get back to your email soon, I promise. Um, so, Old Flame, all right, high school nostalgia. What is my high school nostalgia? Four Loko. I didn't really drink Four Loko. I didn't actually really drink during high school. Um, I guess it's a good thing since it's technically illegal. All right, so you went on a date with a Scorpio. So, what are their feelings about the connection this week? Okay, let's get into that. Also, how are y'all doing? Let me know in chat. What, like, do y'all have any plans this weekend at all? Are y'all weekend people? Because I'm like self-employed and I have been for a hot biscuit now, like a couple years, almost 3 years now. Every day is kind of like the same to me, so I haven't really like looked forward to like a weekend in a hot minute. But yeah, do y'all have anything planned for this weekend? I guess it's kind of hard also just because of the state of the world. Up and down, in and out overall. I feel that, Jessica. I feel that. How do they feel? The Emperor, Three of Wands, Nine of Cups in the reverse, though. So, we have the Emperor card. So, this is someone that is exuding some type of confidence. I do feel like they feel pretty good about this situation, though there does seem to be some type of unsettlement when it comes to them. I would only say to be aware of them trying to fill something up. Like, it feels like they're trying to fill something up that's missing in themselves. Where it's like, what's an example? This kind of person, I feel like, kind of does need to do a little bit of self-reflecting or maybe go to some therapy, or kind of just like, it feels like they're not addressing something. Kind of feels like they need to do a little bit of shadow work, but overall it seems like a good connection. The only thing I would give a heads up on, hey Natasha, how are you? Is just to don't just be aware. Just like don't it's so hard to give like a heads up in a certain type of way just because it's like I don't know how they are as a person. But it does seem like there is something inner going on that is just could mess with them a little bit mentally. Now, this is not a bad thing. It just is one of those things where it's like I feel like until they do some shadow work in some aspect of their life, it just seems like I'm making this so complex. I just see someone that needs to do a little bit of healing, learn from some type of lesson, but they're not learning from that lesson because they're keeping themselves distracted in some type of way. And until they have like some time to themselves, or like force some time to themselves, you know, it's like that person that likes to just like always be around people so they're not alone with their thoughts. This person kind of needs to be alone with their thoughts, I feel, to address some type of inner problem. But when it comes to you, I feel like they feel pretty good. All right, so Nikki Jade, if I spend the night with Tyrone, will my attraction toward him grow? You don't have much at the moment. Hopefully that reading was helpful to you, though. Nikki, if I spend the night with Tyrone, will my attraction toward him grow? You don't have much at the moment. Okay. I'm gonna be honest here, Nikki. I'm trying hard not to like use my own projection of my own thoughts here. So, non-biased, you're bringing in the cards. Thank you so much for the donation. I do appreciate it. All right. No. So let me just break this down and I'll explain the cards themselves so you know it's not me just projecting and being biased. You have Ten of Swords coming in. Ten of Swords coming in, but this is in the reverse for you, so it seems like some type of repeated cycle. I don't see this, I mean, the card itself is pretty graphic, right? I don't see this ending well for you, Nikki, if you were to engage with this. Eight of Cups, Five of Cups as well. I feel like maybe it's like momentary, right? But you still like eventually cups end up being spilled. Ends up being spilled. Hey Zaina, how are you doing? Thank you so much for your help, by the way, earlier. But yeah, Nikki, Five of Cups, like maybe it'll like maybe it'll be like a initial like spark, but it's gonna fizzle out and still like instead of like these cups being filled like it's gonna cause more hurt feelings in the end. Like, you know, it's kind of a foreshadowing of like, regardless, like, you're kind of ending up going forward towards pain should you engage with this. I'm gonna be honest, Nikki. All right, let me catch up in chat. Are you doing a one card pull at the end? I'm doing a general messages at the end, but honey, one thing about me is I can't do only one card. I'm too detailed and too long-winded for that. You're trying to sort out the weird vibes you've been feeling lately. What did I eat today? I had poutine and sourgummy. You took care of housework and laundry today. You're chillaxing, and Monday's a holiday. What is Monday? What's going on Monday? Look for all the flags. Thank you. Yeah. That's what I was thinking as well. Somebody better call Tyrone from Miss Erica Badu. That's what was going on in my head. I think you better call Tyrone. Zaina, is there something? Would you like me to do a poll for you, Zaina? And thank you, by the way, Mish. Martin Luther King's birthday. That's embarrassing that I didn't know it. This year has been going by already so quickly. So much has been going on. I'm not using that to blame for why I didn't remember it. So I just didn't remember it, y'all. But like, can we also just say, like, there's been so much action happening this month. It's crazy. Yeah, Jack. Some wonderful subscriber. They didn't leave a note or anything, but they got me this deck. I'm so happy about it. Whenever I get my nails done again, I'm gonna be matching it. And I love it. I'm so grateful for it. All right, y'all. Hello, everyone that's new in the chat. Let me know what y'all have eaten today if you've eaten. Also, be sure to give me a like on my video if you are in this chat, because it does help me out. And I wasn't like, I just end up blushing personally whenever every time there's like a thumbs up on my channel, I'm just like, oh, like I feel it. Maybe that was weird. No, but yeah. Also, if you're waiting for a question, let me know in chat right now so I can get to you. Insight on your love life. I got you, Zaina. And then also, for anybody that is wondering, I just pick people at random, or whoever I feel called to in the moment. If you do want your question really addressed, you're more than welcome to give me a super chat, and I will prioritize your question. But otherwise, we're just going to be vibing, right? I got you, Jack. Oh, these cards ended up going flying. How are you doing, Joyce? Oh, okay. Let's get into this. So, Zaina, we have 10 of Pentacles for you, 8 of Swords, and then Page of Cups. So, what I'm getting from this... what I'm getting from this, in a long pause, I wanted to pull some clarifiers for you as well. So, 10 of Pentacles, this is foundational energy. I do feel almost as if, like, when you have this paired with the 8 of Swords, you're being asked almost to move on from something that you were stuck on from before, if that makes sense. Also, by the way, thank you so much, Deborah. I'll get to your question afterwards. Thank you so much for the $5. When you have this 10 of Pentacles with the 8 of Swords, it's letting me know almost like trapping yourself in a comfort zone of maybe like keeping your attraction towards a specific person, right? And not wanting to, or allowing new energy to come in, right? Page of Cups talks about something new, someone new coming into your life in some type of way, even if you look up the definition of the card. And so it seems to be Spirit's trying to give you a heads up, Zaina, of like potentially getting out of this like entrapment energy of whatever like your comfort zone is currently, of whether this is like increasing your dating circle range, or whether this is moving on from someone that you were just stuck on trying to make it work with, right? 3 of Cups as the clarifier for the 10 of Pentacles comes in is where it's usually when you see this card, this is like a third-party energy card, especially when it comes to love, right? So I feel like this is in association with like your current circle, and like again with these cards, the more cards I pull from this deck, my face just gets more and more golden. Even shows in the glasses. Uh yeah, I feel like you're being pushed to move on from a certain circle. Eight of Swords, the clarification, Seven of Wands in the reverse. So again, it's like all these cards saying it seems to be pushing into a new direction, and then finally closing it off. Page of Cups, the clarifier is the Ten of Cups. So again, like Page of Cups, like this combo here is the best combination that you want for love, right? Page of Cups comes in where it's talking about a new person entering your life. Ten of Cups comes in where it's talking about this person, like it's like that white picket fence. It's having like the kids, the family, like like basically an affirmation like this new person coming in would bring you like this stability. And when you have two ten, like I always associate tens as closures, and so when you have two different tens coming into your reading as well, there is again this push for some type of closure. So that seems to be where all the focus seems to be put on for you, Zaina. Thank you. How do I pronounce your name? Kuizma? I don't think. Let me know how to pronounce your name so I can pronounce your name properly, but I do appreciate your donation. You're watching. I'm glad that resonated with you, Deborah. You have the. You have to let me know how it is, Shane. Hello, Mirena. Yeah, I hope you have a good evening, Zaina. All right, so, Deborah, will I be hired at the company near your house? Let's see. Also, how is everyone doing? I be glowing. Yeah, I just shaved. Honestly, I just slap as much moisturizer as I can. And that's my secret. Slap on as much moisturizer and then just have really good lighting, and apparently like golden lighting where it just looks like I'm extra. You love my nails? Thank you. All right, Deborah, will you be hired at the company near your house? I don't know how to process this, honestly. We have the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Death card coming in for you. I almost feel like, and it sounds so cheesy, Deborah. I'm gonna be honest, it sounds super cheesy, and I acknowledge it before I even allow it to come out of my mouth. Let me just say I know. But it almost feels like there's a better opportunity coming. And let me explain why. Two of Pentacles, I mean, we already know. Two of Pentacles is just like juggling stuff, but none of it really serving you. Queen of Cups is where it's just like the higher calling of doing something that's a little bit more resonant, that's more in alignment and of fulfillment, and makes you feel better about yourself. When you have the Death card coming in, honestly, I'm going to be, I mean, flat out, it doesn't seem promising, Deborah, but it like Spirit seems to be pushing more so in a direction for something else that's more, goodness, that's more promising. So I would say keep your eyes open in that regard. You just quit a job that was really toxic. Maybe that makes sense then. Maybe that's what's happening, where it's just like that this is what this energy is tapping in on, right? And then the decision, like, I don't know what the new job is, if it's something that's more of a, feels more of an alignment for you. But it does, like, it, I mean, quite literally, it speaks of, like, Two of Pentacles and the Death card. It's just like you're putting a death towards, like, something that you've been juggling that's chaotic in your life, right? So it seems like, I guess in that regard, it is a really good sign, right? All right, let me catch up in chat. I appreciate it, Jack. You always oil. That's the oil your face up before recording. See, yeah, that's the secret chew on that. It's just like slap on a bunch of oil, you know, and just call it a day. You can't. I can't think of a time that it's ever bad to over moisturize. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I can't complain, right? Still living and breathing, right? And that's all that matters. So let's get into. I don't think they corrected me on how to pronounce their name. But Quisma, you would like a quick love reading? Let's get into this for you. All right, 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. So, I don't know what your current situation is, Quisma, but this 5 of Swords and 10 of Swords, you're walking away from something that's bringing you a lot of pain. I feel like in regards to your love life, you're being pushed more so to focus on yourself. And let me explain why. I don't see, like, there's no, like, no, you just have a bunch of air cards with pentacle cards, which is kind of like the association with where it's just like a lot of just like mental stress in some capacity. 10 of Swords lets me know it's from some type of outside source. 5 of Swords where it's like you're being the bigger person, moving on from some type of group of people that don't make you feel good. And when you have the 3 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles coming in, it's like, it sounds so like silly, but 3 of Pentacles, when it's paired with the 8 of Pentacles, it's almost like you're being promised of being like, if you work by working on yourself. Usually this is kind of like the higher education card, that you're being promised. This seems to be more geared towards like your finances and having your focus put more on that. So I don't know if you've been like thinking about something that you've like been dabbling with in your brain, but you've been wanting to put your energy and focus in on your romance, but it seems to be Spirit wants you to put more energy in terms of your finances. Or at the very least, if we're not going to consider this in terms of your finances, the Pentacle energy is Earth energy, whereas like there does need to be some sense of grounding that comes in before you. Dare I say, though, when you have the 3 of Pentacles coming in, this is like a collaborative effort. So maybe this is kind of like a heads up in the sense of where by working on, I don't know what it, if you have like a passion project of some sort, that's how you make it, like by moving on from some type of situation and focusing more on your finances, that's how you end up meeting this person who has a similar interest, right? Because you can't help but notice with the 3 of Pentacles, there's other people part of this process, right? All right, Jack. I'm sorry. I'm definitely gonna be going live a lot more often. But thank you and have a good evening. What deck is that? I honestly don't remember the name of it at this point. Quisma. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad I pronounced it properly. I'm glad I was helpful. Can you see still traumatized that save? Oh, I've heard dark things about the St. Ives. Where you're currently living is haunted. Haunted? What's going on with you? It's an old mental asylum site with new. Oh, wow. All right. So let's get a reading for Chew on that. Do I answer general health questions or not? That would kind of depend. It would depend on that question, right? Because I don't do readings in terms of, I mean, I come from a medical background, Nikki, so keep in mind, if there's something in terms of wanting me to diagnose something, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing tarot on that. So I guess it does depend on the question, Nikki. All right. for chew on that. We have, for you, chew on that, we have Page of Wands coming in. So this is usually the sign of something new. I got you, Robin. Thank you, by the way, for the $5. So this is a sign of something new. Usually the Wands represents that fire energy, so it's usually something passionate. Queen of Wands as well. So it's like you're like, Queen of Wands is like that stretching your wings out and flying. And I can't help feel like this card, I don't know why, but like, I don't know how many times I've given you a reading, Chew, on that, but I kind of get this impression that this Queen of Wands has been following you for some reason. But either way, it's interesting with this dynamic because it's like the Queen of Wands is like spread your wings and flying out to doing something. Page of Wands is like the beginning of a new journey. So definitely like a beautiful combination when this is together. And this lets me know when you have this Hermit card as the third card, though, this is kind of like a solo journey of sorts. And the Queen of Wands also is the representation of like going solo usually. So this kind of seems to be like a new phase of where it's like let's just, I mean, I'm going to refer to it as like a passion project just because I see passion when it comes to all this fiery energy in the wands. You're going to be going like being pushed to do something solo. Which it seems to be like when you have the Queen of Wands in this way, it seems to be working out. It would work out really well. Like how the reading in itself and just those three simple cards set itself up is like such a. It was a really pleasant, like how those cards like came together is like really pleasant, I guess is what I'm trying to say. All right, general cards for Robin. Thank you so much, by the way, Nikki. General advice on how you can feel the best health-wise. Okay, yeah, I can answer a question on that. My more so concern is just like, I don't want to answer questions in terms of just like being like, oh, should I go to the doctor and get this checked out or X, Y, and Z, right? You're planning to start your dance Patreon in ooh, nice. Oh, that's so fitting then, yeah. That's so perfect, Chu. I'm so sorry that you're dealing with this situation, Revirage. How do I pronounce your name? Revirage? 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 Alright. Robin would like a general. You feel you can't read tarot for yourself? I can understand that. I feel like the job of a tarot reader, it's easier to give readings to other people, but like the usual job for a tarot reader is to be able to, like, the better the reading is usually the more detached the reader is from like the energies, and so it's like the less bias and like your own influence on it, and so it's extremely hard when you do it for yourself, right? It's funny because it's like I don't ever remember readings, like one, I just do so many, but also just because like whenever I'm doing readings, I'm always like in like a different, I mean, when I'm doing these it's different, but like when I'm sitting down for a reading, I'm always just like mentally just elsewhere, and so like I won't remember what the readings are at all, and so like I'll watch like my Libra one later on, I'm like, oh, okay. All right, Robin. So you have the Devil card coming in and following you again, but it's paired with the Temperance card. So there is some type of patience being asked of you when it comes to this. And when you're being asked to have patience in regards to some type of devil, it does let me know of lets you know that waiting something out is going to be fruitful. If you're having some type of fear of being like, oh, am I wasting my time waiting for this person? I mean, we're going to talk about this person, right? Just because I know, like, just because it was in reference to Jarrett. So this does seem like a positive sign in this regard, Renee. You have the High Priestess card, again, following you as well with the Seven of Swords. Which is interesting to me because it's like, now that I say I don't remember people's readings, but like, didn't I say from before where it's just like, it seems like it's worth waiting for this person, but don't keep your eyes set only on that. again, that's what this high priestess card comes in, where it's just like intuitively like moving on, or not, I mean, yeah, kind of like moving on, but like keeping your options open almost. And then for your third row, Renee, the Fool card follows you again. The Fool card follows you again in regards with the Magician card as the clarifier. So how would I put this? I guess I would say, again, this is more so just be careful of like where you're investing your energies into. And almost in a sense, don't sink your energy into something that isn't of the value of the Magician. Does that make sense? That's how I would be taking this, of where it's like, it feels like, especially when you have it paired with the High Priestess card, it's just like intuitively you know what it is that you need to do, but there's just like some type of hesitation in terms of owning this full energy, or some type of hesitation in terms of where you would want to sink your energy into. But I don't really see this as like a... see, yeah. So I pulled 3 more cards for you, and I don't, like, there seems to be such a, I mean, again, it's hard for me to relay the reading just because I know it in regards to, like, what you wanted to have the focus on. So, like, everything I'm translating is coming in that regard. But it's like, you have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, you have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, and you have the Three of Wands in the reverse. All these cards, that what they have in common is kind of like going solo, and it's kind of like an individualistic energy. All these cards have a situation where it's like not necessarily inherently moving on, but you're planning on going forward with something. And so when you have this, like, it just seems to I can't help but feel as if it's like more so of this in a sense of keep going back to what I was saying before, and just be aware of where you're sinking your energy into. Don't get too stuck on sinking your energy into something that ultimately wouldn't, like, there's not, like, when you have the Fool there, I don't feel like, I feel like there's not going to be a cap when it comes to this, like, whatever this you end up sinking your energy into. I feel like it's just going to end up being like a constant drain from you, if you don't choose to honor your own energy in this regard. Like, you just, is more so just like, you know, how would I, what is the best example that I can put that would really just explain this analogy? Like, what analogy can I think of that would really best explain this? I guess it's one of those things of, just because you want something really badly, don't sacrifice everything, and don't sacrifice your entire existence based off of wanting something really badly. Basically, if that makes sense. Hello, April. That's like the only heads up I'm getting from it. Overall, it seems like a, I mean, when you have the Magician there and with the Temperance card, I don't see you being on the wrong path at all. And you have really good energy behind you. And it just seems to be, and it makes sense, Robin, in the sense of where there seems to be such a, like, a push for you to protect your energy in a sense, and just be cautious of where you sink your energy into, because it can be easily taken advantage of or taken for granted. All right, so let me get, for Nikki, general advice on how you can feel your best health-wise, and any general advice to do with this. Something you can do or not do. Okay. All right, Nikki. So the cards that I pulled for you, we have the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Judgment card. Tens, closures of some type of cycle. Knight of Cups, something new coming in, or someone coming, or some type of opportunity or blessing coming in. Judgment card, some type of action, a decision finally being made. A line in the sand almost. what I would take for this in regards to for your health, it seems to be, I would take this as like a new plan of action. Like, there needs to be like a new approach, right? It feels almost as if whatever it is, like when you have the Knight of Cups, this is like bringing in new energy, right? Like taking care of whatever is like old, like closing off whatever, like let's just say for diet, for example, right? Maybe in your house you've always just have done like try to like lose weight on like a keto diet. This Knight of Cups lets me know when it's paired with this Ten of Cups is just being like, don't do keto anymore. Wipe that out. Like take all this old stuff, like old keto stuff that you have, and adopt a better or adopt a different diet, or adopt a different approach to losing weight when it comes to this Knight of Cups. And the Judgment card just comes in of where it's just like, it's not going to be comfortable, right? It's never comfortable when you have to make an adjustment, but it is kind of just like when you have the Ten of Cups talking about the closures, it is just being like, wipe your hands, stop trying to make something work in this way, be open to adopting a completely different approach, and be willing to take action on it, right? The Judgment card would be kind of like the just do it card, right? If you want to lose the weight, work out, right? If you want to, this is kind of like the thing of where it's like something's not going to come to you unless there's some type of action on your part coming in, Nikki. Now, so because it is just like a general thing, it's hard for me to give in specifics of what I could like give you a heads up on, right? On like, you know, if you're feeling like fatigue and all that. But hey, Carrie, how are you doing? How's everyone doing in chat, by the way? April, how are you? Oh wait, I already said hello to you. Oh, but yeah, thank you, April, for the $5. You wanted a love for you. Okay, I can do that. You fall down the stairs in your house today. Could you see if that was related to something negative in your end? Took a Reiki course. Oh, how was the Reiki course? Hello, Gina or Gina? Is it Gina? Gina? Did y'all do anything for the new moon, by the way? I completely lost track of time whenever it was the new moon as well. It was just such a if y'all did, what did y'all like, if you want to talk about it, what did y'all do on the new moon? Okay. All right. So on your side of things, we have the Three of Swords. On their side of things, we have the King of Pentacles. And the overall energy is the Five of Swords. So, April, it does seem to be Three of Swords. There is, or no, that's not Three of Swords. Four of Swords for you. I'll show it to you in a moment. There does seem to be healing on your side. I do see this being a healing connection for you. The only thing I want, like, whenever this card does come up, be aware, like, this connection may cause some triggers in you, which that's intended, right? You don't heal from not being triggered from certain things. So don't take it as a bad sign from this person if you end up getting triggered from something. The thing you want to ask yourself is, like, each time you have some emotions that you don't know what to deal with when it comes to this person, is ask yourself, what is it that it's trying to bring out in you to help you move on from? I feel like this person is going to help you release a lot, or this connection and this experience is going to help you release a lot in yourself and help you learn a lot in yourself, but only if you allow it, right? It's hard, like, when it comes to lessons and stuff like this, and especially when it involves other people, it's really hard to not take things personally when people are when lessons come in the shape of people, right? And so we can sometimes associate those bad feelings with people and be like, oh, is this a red flag? Should I not go through with this person? Da 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 da. I feel like, obviously, like, proper boundaries and stuff like that, obviously, but it does seem to be like this person seems to be like someone that would challenge you in a really positive way to help you, force you to look at things that you need to heal in yourself. King of Pentacles, they seem to be like a pretty stable energy. I really do like this. Did the Belial ritual with the spirit box. You were observing. All you got was observing. I mean, that's not bad at all, Shane. It makes sense, especially for Belial. You didn't do anything. Honestly, you don't know where to start with new moon workings. Even just, you know, even Gina, if you just see the new moon as like new beginnings, right? Even if you just want to set the intention of being like, you want during this new moon phase, like a new beginning, when it comes to your relationship with finances or your relationship with the friendships in your life, right? You're welcome, April. Overall, I really like this. This seems to be like a really good connection for you. You know, King of Pentacles, this is like one of the best cards that you want to have when it comes to like your person, right? So good luck on that. And let me know later on how things work out for you, April. Observing is all you ever get with rituals. You don't see, that's not a bad thing, Shane, because you're getting confirmation that they're around you and watching you, right? All right, for anyone that's in chat right now, if you're waiting for a question, let me know in the comments below so I can pick one. I always pick one at random. If you want your question prioritized, though, you're welcome to give me a super chat and I'll get to your question in specific. But yeah. Hey, Brandy, how are you doing? What's been going on with you, Brandy? All right. How long have we been streaming? 51 minutes. Wow, we've been streaming for a hot biscuit, haven't we? Brandy, what did you end up having for today? To eat today? And how are you doing? You haven't caught me live and so... Yeah, it's been a moment, Brandy. I have so much... we have so much to catch up on. So next week, Brandy, and everybody, I guess, really, you're gonna expect so much more out of me. Like, this weekend, I've been working, like, so hard on catching up. How many times can I say and repeat myself on the same things? Super excited. I'm gonna be, like, I'm talking, like, next week, I'm talking daily live streams where we're doing like the daily zodiac messages, like every other tarot channel does. Like, I'm doing those. I'm talking about doing adding more weekly uploads to my repertoire as well for like the singles, for love, for new, you know, all, like, I'm talking, honey, we're talking content. I'm super excited. And I'm gonna be starting to do more like, I want to start getting into blogging more on my website, which is just simplyvelka.com. But because of blogging as well, I'm going to be doing more personal videos as well. Definitely want to do more spiritual videos. Yes, also, Shane, I'm going to be doing back to uploading on the SNS channel, doing demon messages again. Maybe in a different format, though. Slightly different format, but yeah, Monday you can definitely expect a message or a video on the SNS channel as well. You actually had Wendy's, gotta work tonight. So you did fast food in a rush. I feel that. Yeah, this year is just being, like, that's the thing. Like, this year, this 2021, okay, obviously it hasn't been that long this year, but a lot has been happening, but it feels more manageable. More chaotic, but it feels more manageable. Oh, you're fine, Carrie. SNS is the channel that I do with my friends, Alana and Akelta. It's for the left-handed path. It's the left-handed path, so it's in regards to demons, talking about with demons and all wonderful occult things. So it's SNS is the acronym for Satan and Sons. But it's not like a known acronym, so don't feel bad. All right, so let's get into this. Hello, Jack. you're back for a minute, I'm available. Do you have time for me to pull a couple of cards for you, Jack? Since you're here for a moment. Okay, I got you. All right, so we have for you the Star card coming in with a lot of big cards. The Star card coming in with the World card and the Two of Swords being in the reverse for you. Overall, pretty good reading. When you have... This is kind of like one of those energies of where it's just like, whenever this card is in the upright, right, it's someone that's being guarded. You're being asked to kind of let go of your guard and kind of just like... Easier said than done, but kind of like let go and have this release and just receive whatever is going to be coming into your path right now without any type of resistance, whether that is perceived as good or bad. It's kind of just letting you know, just like Spirit's trying to redirect you in some type of way. When you have the World card, I always associate the World card as like where it's like, you know, when like they say like the world is like the earth is spinning like thousands of miles a second, but we don't feel it, right? It's like that subtle shift. And so when the World card comes, it's a less direct energy of the Hanged Man, where it's like your natural environment starts shifting. It's like a subtle change in how like your you know, it's just like that subtle like realignment into where Spirit's trying to take you to, which still really good. They're trying to take you to somewhere where it's more, it's like that wish fulfillment, right? It's where it's talking to you about the just trying to get you into a path of where it's more, it sounds so cheesy, but you know, where like this is where it'd be in reference to like like your more like your soul purpose or something like that, right? So really at this time it feels more like just to be pay attention to the omens right now. Pay attention to the breadcrumbs, as I always say, Jack, right? Of where Spirit's trying to like pay attention to where they're trying to have you start putting your focus on, because it does seem like they're trying to shift your focus or realign you in some way. But you can take comfort in the fact, I don't know what's going on in your life right now, Jack, but it does seem to be like heavily spiritually influenced. So it's kind of like a controlled chaos, right? All right, so now I wanted to get to Natasha. You auditioned for an arts program and you don't specifically want to know, you just want to know what's going on. Okay. Hey, one of the, and after this reading, y'all, I'm going to be, now that I have that video posted, yeah, I mean, you can't see it, but the video that I was uploading currently finally just published, so I'm going to close this reading live stream out after this, y'all, so I can continue doing some uploading, get more videos out during this evening. But for those that are Pisces, by the way, the Pisces upload for your weekly love reading is going to be coming up in like 30 minutes or so after I close this out. But Natasha, for you, we have King of Swords coming in, the Judgment card, and the Hanged Man in the reverse. So I would say expect some type of action or some type of answer soon. I'm going to pull some clarification because it's a pretty vague message. Take care, Jack. Two of Cups, the Chariot. Have a good evening. All right, so when you have this going on here, we have the Two of Cups as a clarifier with the Chariot card and the King of Wands. Now, I would say what I would be gathering from this is that, I mean, it seems like a good sign, honestly, but when you have the judge, like, this seems like immediate, like, actions take, like, happening really soon. Like, some type of actions happening. You have this paired with the Chariot card, you know, it's like forward movement, right? And the Chariot only comes when you're on your divine path. Now, Two of Cups comes in where you can't help but feel like this is something that you should celebrate, right? And usually is involving connecting with some type of person. So I don't know what's going, like, maybe be aware of like your social circle in regards to that, because maybe there's some type of person calling out to you, because the count, like, to match this King of Swords energy, you have the King of Wands energy, and you have that paired with the Two of Cups and the Chariot card. So this, not, and I'm not, I hope I'm not making this imply like it's some type of love connection, because I'm not even looking at it in that way, but it does seem to be like you're being like some type of like spirit's trying to put some type of focus in on some type of King of Wands, some type of person that you would really mesh well with and really help assist you on your path in some type of way. Natasha. Hey, Hez. All right, y'all. So I am going to be closing out this stream, Hez, but I'm going to be doing a general message for anyone that is wanting to receive a general message from me. Well, I didn't word that properly. I'm going to be just doing a general overall message from tarot for people that feel open to it. And then I'm going to be closing this out because I'm going to be editing more videos to be uploading throughout the night. So, like, all throughout the night, y'all, if you are waiting for, if you're wanting to watch the weekly love readings that I do, I'm going to be uploading them all throughout the night, starting with the earth signs. I think I lied and said that Pisces was the one that was uploaded, but it was actually Taurus. Taurus is the one that was just uploaded and will be up in like 30 minutes. But yeah, we're going to be starting with the earth signs being uploaded and then into the fire signs and all that. All right. So we're going to just do a quick little general message here, y'all. But I really do appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. I needed like this little booster of just like connecting with you guys, because it's nice. And I'm just so excited. Next week, we're going to be able to connect so much more, and have so much more fun. I just can't wait. All right, y'all. So we have 4 cards here. We have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles coming in here. So as any type of tarot reader, when you see aces coming in like this, stacked aces like this is some type of push into some forward direction of doing something. So if you're looking for a sign of should you take that leap of faith into doing something, this is like the setup of being like, just do it. Now the Ace of Pentacles does come in as a line of communication as well, so you might be able to anticipate some type of action coming, offer coming in regards to the matters of the heart, or something that will make you feel extremely good. So maybe if you put in like an application somewhere, maybe if you applied for a job recently, maybe you anticipate some positive messages in this regard coming up to you soon, right? I see it to be promising in this way because you have the Nine of Pentacles coming in as well. Nine of Pentacles is that independent energy, is that self-sufficient energy. It's that energy of, you know, I mean, finances naturally, right? So it's just very much so an extremely positive card in letting you know, like, of getting like that job securement, that financial securement, that emotional securement, right? And the Judgment card. Now, we just had the Judgment card talking for Natasha, right? But the Judgment card is letting you know of like all these good things from these 3 cards only happen with action, right? These positive cards only happen with action, and that's what the Judgment card is the representation of. Judgment can't happen, action cannot happen until like a choice is made, until an intention is set clear, right? So that's what I would suggest for you guys that are receiving this message in tarot is like, go forward with something, but don't expect something to come towards you. Don't expect some like securement, financial securement, or what have you, or any type of result unless you take some type of action. But if you take that action, we have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles giving you that affirmation, right? Hey, Daniela. My sign is I am a Libra Scorpio cusp. So my birthday is on October 20th. All right, y'all. That was a really good reading. All right, y'all. I love you guys. You have a wonderful rest of your evening. And um, I guess I'll be seeing some of y'all throughout the night because I'm going to be uploading throughout the night. So bye, guys. And now we get to have that awkward closing phase where I'm trying to say bye and also close out the stream.